Hey everybody, how you doing today? Today, I'm going to show you how to make a really quick caprese salad. Tomatoes, mozzarella with some raspberries, balsamic vinegar, and some olive oil and salt and pepper and some pine nuts. It's awesome. For me, it's kind of like one of those things like when life sucks, I'll get some caprese, and raspberries in particular are kind of a superfood for me. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is, of course, wash your tomatoes and then cut them up into, I always cut off the top and the bottom, and then that way I can just kind of cut them up into reasonably sized pieces like that big. And that's pretty simple there. I always use a serrated knife to cut tomatoes. Not everybody does, but that's kind of my move. And then we'll do a second tomato here. I'm using Roma tomatoes. You can kind of use whatever sorts of tomatoes you want. I'm going to get a bowl real quick. Get one to put stuff in. Get a big one here. So I'm going to throw all the tomatoes in. Now that I have all the tomatoes in my bowl, and this is how simple this kind of thing is I've got some shredded mozzarella cheese. Got some shredded mozzarella cheese. Some people like to get those like logs or the little beads of it. But for me, like that stuff always goes bad. Like I'll open one up, I'll use a quarter of the log or whatever. And then 2 days later, it's got mold on it. This is the shredded mozzarella. It's kind of a nicer brand, not like the $2 kind, but more like the $4 or $5 kind. But it lasts forever. So throw that on there. Then I've got my raspberries, and this is just like 5 or 6 of them. Or no, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 raspberries. It doesn't really matter. It's just some out of a clamshell that I bought the other day. So I'll throw those on there. And then I can finish this up with some pine nuts. So that adds some kind of crunchy type thing to it. You could do pita chips, which is one of my favorite things. You could just crush some of these up and throw those on there, whatever you want to do for a kind of crunchy element. And then I'm going to put a little bit of balsamic on there. Well, more than a little bit. And some olive oil. And, a fair amount of salt and pepper. I tend to put a little more pepper because stir all this up. And that's what we got. We got this, and this took just a minute. And so then I can serve it up for myself. Sam actually doesn't like tomatoes, but he'll eat some cheese out of it. So then I'll bring this over, kind of show you what it looks like. Good stuff. Let's go see if Sam's up for some caprese. I have my doubts. Sam, what do you think? Do you want to try some caprese? What do you think, buddy? He likes the cheese part anyway. So what's this like? You've got your cheese in there. You can't go wrong with that. Tomatoes, you got a brightness to it. The balsamic gives it, kind of an earthy sort of flavor to it. A little bit spicy maybe. And then the raspberries give it a little fruit. Got the pine nuts in it to have a little crunch. And this goes great as like an appetizer if you're making Italian food. Easy, quick, simple, and good. And a little bougie. So that's a good thing. All right, thanks a lot for stopping by today. Hope you try this out and let me know how you do it. Oh, one thing. A lot of people cut up basil and put that into caprese. I'm not really a fan of that. I don't really like basil. Maybe it's my Neanderthal genes or something. Any other experiments that you've tried? Put one in the comments and hope you have a great day. Thanks.